boy. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. Let's do it.
What up, bro? How y'all
Let's do
feeling?
it.
How y'all
Let's do
feeling?
it. Let's fucking do it.
Good. It's debatable. It's your boy Abe.
Big shot, Brian. You know what it do.
And you are now rocking with That's Debatable, man.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, season's pretty much almost the regular season's pretty much almost done.
Mm-hmm.
And how you feeling so far with first time out.
Yeah.
To the Knicks. Right? Cause who would have thought beginning of the season that the Lakers and the Knicks would have the exact same record at this point in the season?
Nobody.
That's
Nobody. You know, I mean, we going through it. This West Coast trip about to kill the Knicks, but they've already exceeded every expectation that I could ever possibly had.
Yeah.
I just wanted them to win 30 games. They're at 37.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I thought, remember on one of our earlier episodes when we first came out, I had them as a 12 seed. They're the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference.
Right.
You know?
You wouldn't be surprised if they cracked the playoff spot. I could hear it now.
I could listen, they've already exceeded expectations. Right. If they could just live at 4 or 5 and face Atlanta, I'm good. We're gonna win the first round if we face Atlanta for sure.
Yeah.
So but they've exceeded all my expectations. But in terms of what you were saying with the season almost being wrapped up, honestly, it's a good season. I've had fun with this season. There's a lot of parity going on. There's a lot of, things going on with every team. I think like a lot of teams, like probably maybe besides the Cavaliers, like every team has like the Cavaliers, the Pistons, every other team has like something to look forward to. Like at least the Magic, although they just flailing out, but RJ Hampton has played really well for them. Cole Anthony just came back from injury. Fact. Mo Bamba's finally getting play time. So this, but even the bad teams have things to look forward to.
Yeah.
A lot of the teams have something to look forward to. Like I said, outside of maybe Detroit and Cleveland, who've kind of just been in the same spot.
Right.
Like even Minnesota's picked up their place slightly. They're still one of the worst teams in the league, but they picked up slightly. Too. I mean, Chicago, they have been bad. They even Vucevic hasn't even helped out. But they're lucky that I considered this trade to help them out next season, not more so this year. Yeah. And they lost Levine shortly after that Vucevic trade, so they've been dying out. But I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt because that trade was made for next year, not this year. So it is what it is. But a lot of things like this year, every team for the most part got something to look forward to. Something. You know what I mean? Like. Even the Houston Rockets. Rockets are the worst team in the league, but they got Kevin Porter Jr. going crazy.
My son is tweaking over there in Houston,
the 50 piece he gave Milwaukee, I'm like, bro, that was a display of offensive genius.
Cleveland don't know what they talking about.
And you give them away for a second round pick because
you bugging.
Yeah, there's plenty. I pretty much know that there's plenty of teams. Listen, I'm still mad that the Knicks just couldn't. That they didn't want to do it. I know it's probably like a chemistry thing, but it's like, listen, Kevin Porter Jr. is just too fucking talented. He's a talent. For real. And that 50 piece, bro, he was really giving it to them boys, bro.
He's
like
what I thought Kelly Oubre was gonna play like. Getting to the basket, staying aggressive, can hit the three, can shoot the long ball, that type of stuff. And that's what I thought Kelly Oubre was gonna turn into, but yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad my son.
Some guys just have to play in shithole places.
Yeah.
Like, who knows if Kevin Porter goes to any other team and is able to wild out like that? Because Houston not playing for nothing. They have nothing to look forward to. It's just him and Christian Wood. That's it. Every other veteran that's there, they're not gonna be there for long.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So some players gotta go to shitholes and play.
That roster's gonna look drastically different next season.
Probably.
And the fact that they thought that John Wall and Boogie was gonna be the focal point, and now Boogie is now on a whole other squad, is like, wow. It's a lot.
That's why you just listen. When you cut ties with good players, like when you cut ties with your franchise players, you just gotta be honest with your fan base. We not competing. I don't like that, bro. Like, you know, if you're not gonna compete, you're not gonna compete.
Right.
But don't gas me like you're trying to compete.
Yeah.
Houston traded away James Harden. Oh, we're still gonna compete. Listen, that's not getting. No, it's not gonna work. Just pray to. I mean, John Wall's hurt now, but he played well this season.
Yeah,
he did. He played well. Now, did he play well enough that you can get off his $40 million? That remains to be seen. That remains to be seen.
That's my guy. Nah.
That's my guy too. But I'm gonna call it how it is. You know, he's probably not. He'll be lucky if he gets moved, because that means the team is gonna. Maybe there's a team desperate that thinks they have a chance with John Wall on their team, but I just don't see what team is gonna try to match that salary, and what teams can match the salary. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, you know, at least Houston has Kevin Porter Jr. and Christian Wood to look after. So they have something to look after.
But another thing I want to talk about too, bro, is about like, all right, so everyone was talking about, damn, everybody's getting hurt. Well, that is a testament to why in the season, like November, when they were talking about starting the season earlier than expected, wanted to start later because of this. You're not giving these players enough time to relax, enough time to just decompress. These are some of the top athletes in the world we're talking about. So like, you have to, you know, take at least 3 months to like relax, recoup, let their bodies heal up, and now you wonder why everybody's getting hurt left and right. This is what happens. That you're going into the super dog days of the NBA right now, because it's very compact. We just put 2 seasons together,
and no lie, like honestly, like no bullshit. Maybe that's starting to show with the Lakers,
right?
Because the Lakers and the Heat, they're the 2 teams. They played in the finals. They had the least amount of time to rest. Now Miami, they look fine.
Yeah.
But
tired.
LA, LeBron's hurt. Davis is hurt. Like, you know what I'm saying? And all that extra stuff. So it's like, maybe the Lakers are starting. Maybe with the Lakers is starting to show. Maybe that the year before is taxing them now.
Right.
And it looks like it's taxing them at the worst time. Playoff basketball is right around the corner. And now they're in a playing situation.
That's crazy to think.
When they've been top 3 seed just about the whole year, and now, you know, with those injuries, they're in a playing game if the season ends today.
Bron, you gotta save them.
And that's it. And I think that's what the Lakers are doing. They just trying to save their guys, but you have to play Davis at some point because you want him to shake off the rust.
Right.
And you got to play Bron for the same reason. You got to shake off the rust. You know, because.
Nah, that's a fact.
You can't just sit them out the rest of the way. And again, like you don't want to play in the play-in tournament if you don't have to.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So they just lost to Portland last night. I think it was they lost to Portland. Portland is a 6th seed.
That's not damn is wailing.
Yeah, like and you know Portland's gonna be one of those teams. As long as Damian Lillard's there playing hard, he's not trying to play in the playing game. He's not trying to do that. He's just trying to make sure that let's get this playoffs on the road. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so right now, literally the Western Conference is just fighting who can get to the 5th seed. Because if you get to the 5th seed, you're not going to be in the play-in.
And how does the play-in go, bro?
Like from my understanding, the play-in, you break it down from 7 and 8, 9, 10. 7 and 8. 8th seed has to win 2 games to stay at 7, to take 7.
Gotcha.
At that point. But if the 7th seed wins the first game, they stay at 7, and the 8th seed has to worry about who comes out the 9th and 10 game.
All right.
And the same thing with the 10, like 9 and 10. If 10 needs to win 2 games to the battle who gets the 8th seed at that point. Feel me? So that's a lot of going on. That's a lot. That's a lot going on. And especially, and mind you, who are you gonna play in the play-in? Steph Curry.
You don't want to be a part of that.
It's not like the East is playing game where you're gonna see Washington. You could beat Washington.
Yeah.
Feel me? Yeah. But you mean to tell me that I'm about to play in the play-in and I got to deal with Steph?
That's energy you don't want to exert. It's a fact.
It's pointless. If you're LeBron, you're saying that like this shit is pointless. I am not trying to do this. I'm not trying to play. Not because I feel like the Lakers can't beat the Warriors, because they can, but that's an extra game you don't need. And especially for the Lakers, because they're beat up.
Mad beat up right now.
They're beat up.
So
it's you want to avoid that at all costs. You know what I'm saying? You want to avoid that at all costs. Like, yeah. So right now, like the West is just fighting to see, because the top 4 is set. That shit is done. Like you're not catching up to the top 4. That's it. Mathematically, it is unrealistic.
Yeah.
So we're fighting for the AFC because Dallas. I mean,
50-win season with Utah almost.
Yeah, same thing with Phoenix.
That's crazy.
And Denver's at 40 wins too, and so is the Clippers. You know what I'm saying? They both right up like 45 wins. So, and then you got Dallas has like 37 wins.
Dallas came up.
Same thing, yeah. Same thing with Portland. Same thing with the Lakers. Same thing with the Warriors.
Right.
All those teams are jumped together. Whoever has a good week might end up the 5th seed. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is.
The 6th, the 5th and 6th seed in the West. And for the East, I just want to say, this has been a long time since we've had both New York teams in the playoffs coming and going into this season.
Yes.
So that's what's up. Shout out to who would have thought New York basketball would be back on top. Feels good.
It's good to see that. If I'm happy that I know the Knicks are not going to be easy out.
No.
They're not going to be easy out no matter where they land.
Truthfully, I think that people don't want to. Most teams don't really want to see the Knicks. That's the team.
Kendrick Perkins is saying that. Kendrick Perkins thinks that. And personally, because I've watched every game. Well, the vast majority of the games.
Yeah.
Like, they just finished playing Phoenix last night. The final score did not dictate how close that game was. They played their asses off. They're just not that talented yet. They have Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, and then company. You know what I'm saying? And
they
you know what I'm
play
saying?
Together though. I like it.
They play hard, and that's why they win the games, because they play hard. They play as a unit. They play tough. Like I told you on the last episode, they play as good as defense as I've seen since I started watching basketball, and that's for any defense that I've seen across the league since I started watching basketball. These guys are stingy. They're stingy. They get under your skin. They want to make you uncomfortable. And you're not getting no easy baskets.
No.
And I like to see that. So, again, I want them to stay at 4 and 5. Because Brooklyn's 3rd. I don't care about no New York rivalry. Brooklyn's going to clean house.
It's too early for a Subway Series.
Brooklyn's going to clean house. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only way the Knicks could even say, we dead might win this series is if Durant and James Harden are not on the floor.
Just don't go that route.
And even then, I'm gonna keep it a band with you. Kyrie alone is enough.
Just don't do it.
It's enough. I think if the Knicks played just Kyrie in the first round, I think they could win a game, maybe 2. But the Nets are a better unit.
Right.
They're a better unit. I don't want to see Brooklyn. Give me Atlanta.
Right. Yes.
Give me Atlanta. Because we could beat them.
I could put Trae Young on clamps.
Yeah. We could beat them. We could beat Atlanta. I don't care if Atlanta's fucking 30-0 since Nate McMillan became coach. Good for you. You're losing to New York in a 7-game series. Regardless if you hosting or not. Regardless if you hosting or not, you're not beating the Knicks 4 times.
Yeah.
Bro, y'all struggled to beat the Knicks when they were whack. Now they're better with a better head coach, and the talent's actually risen to the Atlanta's not beating them.
It's good to see, bro.
Seriously. And in the East is a lot of parity. I mean, even though the top 3 is the top 3. Again, it's Philly, Milwaukee, Brooklyn. They're the best teams in the Eastern Conference. You're not beating them. You're not beating them.
Defensively, too. Well, not Brooklyn.
But, bro, at the end of the day, Brooklyn got enough. Bro, if Durant, Harden, and Kyrie are on the floor, you're not beating them.
Is Harden looking like he coming back anytime soon?
He said he'll be ready by playoff time. That's what they expect. They don't need him. They don't need him right now.
Heal up, King.
Just heal. Bro, but the thing is, they need him to sit.
Right.
Because they're unstoppable with him. When James Harden don't play, they just a 500 team.
Right. Yeah, you see it.
They're just a 500 team. When they're 27-7 with James Harden. MVP shit. Like I said, he is the key. He is the key to them winning the championship.
Who's your MVP this season?
Nikola Jokic. It's not hard anymore. It's his award. It's his award. I hear a lot of people saying, CP3, and listen, CP3 is nice. It's a nice idea. Yeah. But I can't give it to him. At the end of the day, because that's
they at the top of the standings.
Me giving it to Chris Paul is saying he's the reason for Devin Booker's success, and I don't agree with that.
Yeah, it's tough to say.
Cause I was having this discussion the other day, and I was having and this was in the group chat. I don't know if you peeped it, but it was in the group chat, and it was Daryl that said it. Oh, like CP3 is the reason why Book is having the year he's having. Like, no, he's not. CP3 just got there. Devin Booker been averaging 25.
Right.
He been averaging 26.
Changed,
so he's not. So Chris Paul's not the reason why Book is wilding. You know what I'm saying? And again, DeAndre Ayton's scoring numbers is down, but the efficiency is up.
Way up.
So which means is that, like I said, Chris Paul is getting them organized.
Right.
He's making sure that these guys, that the oil never leaks.
True.
That's what he's being a general. Right. He's doing exactly what he's doing. What he was doing in OKC.
Yeah.
And OKC, what?
Nobody.
And notice
bro.
this. And notice this. Here's the funny shit. In OKC, he was averaging like 5 assists a game. That's not like Chris Paul. But if you notice, all the guy was trying to do was just, bro, you guys maintain the game, and in the fourth quarter, I'm going to violate. He was the best clutch player in the league last year. Because that's all he wanted from his team. Yo, play me 43 minutes, bro. Right. And I got you in the last 5. He's doing the same thing for the Suns. Except you got this light-skinned kid who could dead ass just drop 30 at any given moment whenever he wants.
That's a deep book. It's real, bro.
So, and whenever the defense is just keyed in on him, I'm going to make sure that we eat.
I want to see him this playoffs. I want to see D Book getting his baggery.
Yeah. That honestly, push comes to shove, that is the player that I want to see in playoff basketball.
Going into this playoffs, I'll give you my 3 coming out of the West. My 3 players that I'm all right. If you don't put up, shut up. That's one. Paul George, for definitely 2. Look, if Paul George don't show niggas, yo, I'm here to I'm like no more defense. I mean offensive woes. Talking about I miss my no more none of that shit. If you don't show out this playoffs, bro, we are no longer considering you a top tier player. I'm sorry, it's not happening. It's not happening. And my 3rd one, bro, truthfully, is I just want to see Luka turn up. I want to see what Luka really can do again. Truthfully, I don't really necessarily believe in Utah. I feel like, similar to the Knicks, they're like a well-oiled Knicks machine, if that makes sense. So like they kind of do the same things, play to their strengths, lock in on defense, and all right, they're pretty solid. And their coach is pretty cool. But
Quinn Snyder's a good coach, yeah.
Yeah, bro. For the East side, let's say for the East side. For the East, who would I say? Jimmy Butler for sure. You gotta. Yeah, I need to see you bring this Miami team together, bro. Yeah. I need. What's up? What happened? Because everybody was like, when the season started, Miami.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Jay. But like, besides him, I don't hear nobody really talking about Miami and like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I agree with you. Who else?
Ben Simmons.
Woo!
Ben Simmons.
You hitting on the nose.
Right.
You hitting on the nose.
Bro, Ben, I need you to please, bro. Like, I know you're good defensively, but, bro, what's the word on offense? Are you going to take over and show everybody why you were once saying you're the second coming of LeBron? Because, like, bro, we waiting, bro. Like, we waiting.
That comparison was ridiculous from the start.
Yeah, right. That's way too much coming out. That's way too much.
Because not even at LSU did he doesn't have LeBron in him. He does not have it. Nah. He does, like, that's why it was always crazy that they compared him to him. He's not LeBron at all. Like, not even much, close. Bro. Like, bro, like, no. It's just not it. No.
Way too much.
But and who's your 3rd one?
My 3rd one, bro, truthfully, I got Julius Randle, bro. I just really want to.
I want to hear this. Why?
I'm proud of him, and I just want to see how much more growth he has to go. And this playoff will definitely tell us how much how much work he's put in, and definitely tell us what he wants to do going into the future. Whether he's with the Knicks, whether he decides to move on, he's trying to enter into that proven winners category, and I respect it. And this playoffs help us see where you really stand at, bro.
Yeah. I'm with you on the East side. I'm with you with Simmons and Butler. Yeah. Butler for me because man, you talk a lot of shit.
Nah, fact.
You talk a lot of shit. You talk a lot of fucking shit, bro. And you guys are not. It ain't like last year, bro.
No,
it's nothing like last year. You motherfuckers got to put up or shut up.
Tyler Herro. Last episode we talked about Tyler Herro. RJ Barrett being better than Tyler Herro. It's a fact, and it's crazy because the level of impact they both have on their teams is second to none. Like,
you know, So Butler, yes, he I'll throw him on the list.
Yeah.
And I agree with you with Ben Simmons. I just don't see him impacting the game offensively. I just need to see him change the game defensively then. I need him to be a stopper. I need him to be shut down, locked down. Whoever I'm guarding is legit not scoring.
Yeah.
And I need to see him average like 13 assists per game. I need him to average 13 assists at least in the playoffs per game. Has to. If you mean to tell me you really, because that's what I need to see if I'm gonna say Philly's going to the finals. And whereas you have Julius Randle, me it's Giannis. Listen, you get bounced early, there's a problem.
He about to be in that James Harden category. A couple years ago, niggas was rocking with James, but he's getting bounced first rounds. He's like, yo, what's up?
The thing is that with James Harden, at least we understood why he couldn't get there.
Right.
Mike D'Antoni, Russell Westbrook, a declining Dwight Howard. The best teammate he had was Chris Paul. You know, and Chris Paul was older.
Past his prime.
Yeah, he was a little older.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Micro ball, though, you know I believe it works, but it wasn't enough. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Giannis, the Bucks have given you better players.
Yeah. Way
better coach. Because Budenholzer is way better than Jason Kidd.
Comes from the tree of
Pop.
Yeah, Popovich.
They've done, and it's not like they're playing micro ball.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're running a system that's like very gimmicky. Like, bro, you have Drew Holiday, you have Chris Middleton, you have yourself, you have Brook Lopez.
Right. Brook
you have a lot of
bro.
people who can contribute. Because look at Brook Lopez, he's transformed himself. Now he blocks shots and shoots threes. That's it.
Yo.
And it works. It works. And now you have Drew Holiday. Now you have this Swiss Army knife of a guard who can guard 1 through 4, make life uncomfortable for people, and he could probably give you 16 to 20 points.
Easy.
And then you got Chris Middleton, who's having the season of his life very quietly.
OD.
And Chris Middleton has been as good a sidekick as you could ever ask for.
Right.
He's shown up big in some playoff
Everyone
games for
says
them.
that about him, bro.
You know what I'm saying? He's as good a sidekick you could ask for if you're Giannis. I'm not saying you gotta get to the finals, but don't get bounced early. Conference final me.
So at least if it's conference finals or bust for you.
Yeah.
For Giannis right now.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, look, I just don't. Yo, can they really beat Brooklyn in the set? Those 2 games they played though, Brooklyn and Milwaukee, fire.
Yeah, it was good.
Fire.
I'll probably watch this again after the pod.
Fire. What him and Durant were doing, that's basketball.
Right.
That's the shit I like to see.
I like when Giannis and KD go together, like when they go against each other.
And I like that Giannis is like, yo, when you facing a dude like Durant, bro, like that's how it is. You know what I'm saying?
This, you gotta have a big ass bag.
You got and it's like, and it was good that Giannis showed out his dominance.
Right.
Dropped 49 on the motherfuckers. That's what you're supposed to do. Don't let up on these guys, because that's the thing. You faced Miami last year and you let up. You let them key in on you like that.
Nah, Giannis got me tight.
And then what I liked against Brooklyn was that he went 4 from 8 from 3.
But you know, I feel like with Giannis gotta learn. It's something that once Braun learned it, it took his game to a whole nother level. So he learned how to use his greatness and radiate it on other players. You know what I mean? Like, so how do you get Chris Middleton? Of course, he's having the season of his life.
Yeah.
But how do you get his confidence to stay?
Yeah. How do you make his life easier on a nightly basis? Because that's how the good players are. Good players make the other players' lives easier.
Right. So like, yeah, man, Chris Middleton, I respect it, but Giannis, I don't know. Giannis, you better. I'm with B, bro. Like it's put up or shut up at this point.
It's put up or shut up because that's it. This is the team. It's Giannis, Middleton, and Drew Holiday. They all under extensions. This is your group.
Right.
The most we could do after this is fire Mike Budenholzer, but who's walking through that door? I don't know.
Nah,
I don't know.
That's not the answer.
And to me, that's not the answer. I don't think Budenholzer is not responsible for these dudes not coming up clutch. He's a good coach. It's up to Giannis. What he did against Brooklyn, that 49 piece, 4 of 8 from 3, that's what he got to do in the playoffs. You're going to leave me open from 3? Knock him down.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You don't got to chuck 12 of them shit. You don't got to chuck 15 of them shit. You ain't got to be Steph, bro. But if they land you rock, you got to do your thing, bro.
Take what's given.
Take what's given.
Facts,
and then low key, I do I like your Julius Randle one because I'm honestly very intrigued because I feel like amongst every team that's gonna go to the playoffs in the East, the Knicks are the one team with one guy.
Right.
No slight to RJ Barrett, but it's a one-man show in New York. It's a one-man show, and RJ Barrett is just trying to make sure I could do what I can for you.
His experience.
Exactly. Julius Randle, that boy, if he doesn't know it already. In the playoffs, the defense is going to be all over him.
On your body.
They on your ass. They on your ass.
Yo, for real.
How do you react to that?
For real,
I love what Randall's done all season. That boy, I watch him, and I'm like, damn. Whatever it is that Kobe was telling you in your time as a Laker, you really took that shit serious now. Like,
nah, for
you
real.
like now, it's almost like you could tell that Julius Randle now, he's like, nah, Kobe said I'm Z-Bo and Lamar Odom put together. I'ma show y'all niggas.
That's my
I'ma
point.
show y'all motherfuckers who I am now.
When he came out, coming out of Kentucky, even in Kentucky, I was watching him like, nah, bro, this Nick, I'm telling you, once he learns how to put this shit together, watch out.
And I'm gonna be honest, I think he's already put it together, bro. I don't want to sound like a homer, but
hey,
like, can you name me 20 guys in the league better than him?
Statistically, no. If we going off of popularity, I said that wrong, but you know what I don't know. This is tongue twister.
If it's a popularity contest, maybe. But I'm gonna be honest. Is there 20 talents in this league better than what Julius Randle doing? He leads the team, and he's one of 3 players that leads the team in points, assists, and rebounds per game.
That's what I'm saying. Like
only 3 people are doing that.
It's going off of popular belief.
You know what I'm saying? And his defense is much improved. And nothing's fluky. He's shooting 40% from 3.
I'm trying to think. Nah,
nothing's fluky. He's shooting 40% from 3.
Anybody watching in the comments, if you want to answer that, if you could try to say,
yeah, like drop in the comments if you think there's 20 guys better than Julius Randle, and if you think so, name them.
Don't let it be because
we know the obvious guys. We know the obvious guys, but I think people are gonna get through like 1 through 12 very quickly. But like from 13 to 20, I don't like who's better. What other guys are better than him? But let us know in the comments what you think. I want to hear it. In our West, the guys that I'm prepared, that I'm ready to see, that I want to see is Book, because it's been a long time coming.
God, D Book.
Yeah, because it's a long time coming. It's not a player, but I've said this before. The Jazz need to fight back. The Jazz need to fight back.
You just don't fuck with them, bro.
No, they have to fight back. They have to fight back. They left last year's playoffs the wrong way.
OD.
Y'all left the wrong way. Y'all wasn't supposed to lose to Denver. Y'all lost.
3-1.
Y'all got to fight back. So though it's not a player, but they got to fight back. And then who I want to see? You said Paul George. Paul George to me is, he's obvious. But who I want to see out West in the playoffs? You said Doncic as well. I'm not gonna go that route. I want to see. You know what?
West Coast.
Let me see. Let me see Steph Curry.
Steph Curry. Wow, bro. Why specifically Steph?
You look over your shoulder. Durant not there. Clay not there. It's just you, Draymond, and Andrew Wiggins. How dead ass are you?
That's a movie right there.
How dead ass are you? You might play this playing game. Go win the playoff game. Go win the playing game.
Right.
Go win it. You're gonna face LA. Woo! Nothing shows that you're more serious than taking out LeBron in the play-in and Anthony Davis. Let me see something, Steph. Let me see something.
Nah,
Let
this
me
is
see
spicy
something.
take, bro.
I want to see something. Not that I don't believe he can't drop 45, but I want to see 45 in the W.
Right.
I don't want to see 45 and you lost to LA. I want to see you 45, 10 or 15 from 3. And you caught the dub.
Active shooter.
Active. Let's get lethal with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So Steph is who I want to see. You know, and whatchamacallit. I get, you know, let's take a quick break and come back and talk about, you know, little dream scenarios for us.
Hey, Debatable. We'll be right back, y'all.
We'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
All right. We're back. And bro, let's talk about some, you know, matchups or scenarios that we want to see come playoff time. And right now, like we're just gonna go off of what the standings is right now. So in the East, excuse me, we're gonna start off with the East. Philly's the first seed, Milwaukee's 2, Brooklyn's 3, New York is 4, Atlanta's 5, Miami is 6, Boston 7th, Charlotte 8th, Indiana 9, Washington 10. And for the most part, that's gonna be the 10 teams in the playoffs. That's because Chicago's too far back. Is there right now, if you want to cut it in, and you know, right now the play-in tournament is Boston versus Charlotte and Indiana versus Washington right now. So it's like, is there anything you want to see in the Eastern Conference? Like any you know, lit scenario in your head?
So with that plan, first off, if Boston doesn't beat Charlotte, Boston, you have officially made me eat all of my words. I had y'all niggas at the top of the standings at the beginning of the year, and the fact that y'all in the play-in, it's like, wow, damn, it sucks. But don't worry, you still got a chance to make shit happen. Season, whatever happens, but just do that. So like, for that, bro, my biggest matchup to see, really, I'm looking at Brooklyn going against. I know we talked about no Subway Series, but it would be really cool to see Brooklyn versus the Knicks.
I feel like a lot of people want to see that matchup. I would love to see it.
Right.
It's just that I know we're gonna lose this series, so it's just like
maybe not in the first round per se. Maybe
listen, if we see them in the second round, beautiful.
That's good
beautiful.
For New York. That right there
beautiful.
is good for New York, and that's really
beautiful.
why I want to see that one
you
specifically. Cause
okay.
Like, yeah, like
it'll be fun.
It's been a minute, bro.
Yeah,
like
it'll be fun. Yeah, you know I feel like it's gonna be like that. Would be a series that's like very tough. New York has played Brooklyn very tough all year. I mean, they lost every game, but they played them tough. They won't roll over, and that's all you can hope for if you're a Knicks fan.
Am I going multiple matchups or just one?
Multiple. You still got you could keep on naming whatever dream scenarios you want to see.
Copy. All right, so then I'm trying to see what's up. Who's sixth again?
Miami.
Milwaukee versus Miami matchup. Rematch. Let's see if Giannis is really, really tired of being labeled the one and done. A minute man. If per se. He's the NBA's minute man. And it's like, damn, we don't want to see you go down the Tracy McGrady route. I love Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady, one of the most talented NBA players ever.
He's won a playoff series already.
But yeah,
so
right.
You know, T-Mac never won one.
I get you. But just always that knock of not being able to go deep into the playoffs, bro. Like,
especially while being one of the 5 best players in the world to many people.
You got 2 MVPs back to back. So that's too much already on your plate you to be we not sure if you're gonna be in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like Steph Curry, even though he has, what he's dealing with this season, you still see his body every day, every time he steps on the court. You see what he does. And I say the same for like Giannis, bro. Like hopefully with a team like Miami that will challenge him.
Yes.
Like, yeah, I got your defense, bro. What you gonna do? You can't just get to the cup. How you gonna score? How you gonna get your team involved?
Yeah, Miami's probably one of those teams in the East that's gonna have to make Giannis use a bag. I like that. A nice little rematch for the soul.
Right.
And a rematch that will be very important to Giannis because they brought him down to earth.
It's like that like when Braun was going against Detroit Pistons. Remember trying to get past them. Like yo, this is your team that you gotta put them to bed.
I always loved that 2007 matchup between them because like you could literally see LeBron like breaking his shell and literally telling the NBA, I'm the best fucking player in the world.
Right, I'm here.
Nobody's better than me. Like Giannis needs that. Giannis needs that LeBron moment. That where LeBron, when he scored 25 straight points in Detroit to win that game, that was it.
Right.
Whatever doubt you had,
mantle was passed.
Whatever doubt you had in LeBron James, throw it out the window. He's the best player in the world.
We waiting on that for Giannis, bro.
And at that point, when LeBron did that, we knew he was gonna win. It was a matter of when. And Giannis needs a moment like that, where it's like, okay, we know this guy is gonna win. It's just a matter of when.
Right.
And he hasn't gotten there yet. But a matchup with Miami and maybe a convincing series win, maybe that could do it for him.
7 games, 6 games,
winning 5.
Got you.
Step on them. You guys are too good. And what I've been saying about Miami all year, they haven't separated from the pack. They have not looked like the team that was going to the finals last year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they haven't looked like it. And they've been healthy. So it's like, yo, stop playing around. Like, if you're Milwaukee, stop playing around. These niggas cannot fuck with you. Step on their neck. Get it over with. Show Jimmy Butler it was just a high school scenery that y'all got lucky with.
Right.
That's it. I like that. You have another one?
For the East, hell no.
No,
East,
that's it.
I'm not really. I'm more intrigued with the West. To be honest.
Copy.
You got something for the East, bro?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
So I want to see.
Uh-oh. He about to get his bag. Oh shit, y'all. Oh shit, sit tight.
Whereas you would like to see Milwaukee and Miami, and I like that series a lot, that idea of a series a lot. I want to see Boston and Miami. I mean, in Boston and Milwaukee. And not for Giannis, but for Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
Boston has just had a shit show of a year, if you ask me. They've had a shit show of a year. And they have a lot of proving to do.
A lot.
Jason Tatum Jason Tatum's a top 15 player in this league. There's not even a debate no more.
Yeah.
He's one of them guys. Jaylen Brown's one of the better sidekicks we have in this league. But this playoff is gonna say a lot about them. It's gonna say a lot about Brad Stevens.
Yeah.
If they can't win this play-in tournament and they can't, I mean, I don't see them getting out the first round.
Bro, that's
they
crazy
win the
to
play-in
think
tournament
about.
and I don't see them getting out the first round. But Brad Stevens is on the hot seat.
Right, I was just about to go there, bro.
He's on the hot seat.
Do you think that? So you just answered that. All right.
And so should Danny Ainge. All you needed was a fucking center. I don't know how many times I gotta say this. All you needed was a fucking center.
Bro, that's it.
And Tristan Thompson's about to get hella playoff minutes.
He gonna get worked though. He gonna get worked.
I more so want to see, yo, how good are those two players? Are they good enough to the point where, bro, they could legitimately win a series? Or do we need to get a new voice in there?
I need to get Niggas gonna have to blow up Boston real soon too. This is crazy.
And I don't know all that money tied into those guys.
This is crazy, bro.
Kemba making a lot of money. Jason Tatum making a lot of money.
Never
Jaylen Brown making a lot of money. Marcus Smart making a lot of money.
Episode 1, I was talking like, yo, these niggas got the world by the reins. Bro. My fault, y'all. I didn't know Danny Ainge was gonna take it there and not get my man's a big. Just a big. I don't need too much.
Just a fucking big.
Yo, Evan fucking fought game, bro.
And the kid was touching earth the other day.
Yo, you dead ass?
Yes, he was touching. I think he was guarding Cole Anthony. And he had him touching floor.
New York, baby.
Damn, bro. But I need to see what Boston's all about.
Facts.
My other matchup, and I think this is actually going to be like, this is a matchup I really do want to see. I really want to see it. And that's Philadelphia versus Miami. I really want to see that matchup. Because to me, those guys are a lot, they're very similar. You know, and they have matchups I just want to see. Like, I want to see Embiid versus Adebayo. I want 7 games of that shit. Feed it into my bloodstream.
Yeah, Bam. That's a good
Bam
answer.
versus Embiid, Butler versus Simmons, and Philly supporting cast versus Miami supporting cast. I want all of it. Bring me the Seth Curry versus Tyler Hero. I want to see all of that.
I'm taking Seth in that.
I'm taking it too. Crazy. Crazy. But give me all of that. Give me Doc Rivers versus Eric Spoelstra. Again.
Yeah.
Again, I want to see. Give me 7 games of that shit. I want to see that. I want to see that. That's a series that can go 7 games. That's a series that can go all the way down to that 7th game. Shit, all the way down to the wire. I need that. And you know, I'll just choose another one. I want to see. I really do want to see. Can Washington be scrappy enough to actually be in a top 8 seed? You know, that's it. Russell Westbrook's averaging a triple-double for the 4th time in his career. Bradley Beal's still averaging 30 points. They're at 31-36. That is their record. Very unimpressive. But they're in the playing game, and they will be, like I said, the Eastern Conference is pretty much set in terms of the teams that will play after the regular season. Can Washington go through Indiana and then go through the winner of go through the loser, more or less, of Boston or Charlotte? And I'm gonna be honest, I think it's possible, because Indiana, they're uninspiring, Charlotte's too young, and Boston's very weird.
Very weird.
So, you know, I think that they should be with their heads held high, because they could possibly crack a playoff spot. And I want to see that if they do take advantage of the fact that they can. You know, they're lucky to be here. As I'm looking at the standings,
Washington,
they're lucky to be here. Let's see if they want to capitalize.
Hey, no pun intended. Capitalize.
That was nice.
Nah, you lit, bro.
That was nice.
Heard you.
That was nice.
Heard you, man.
That was nice. That was nice. But that's the Eastern Conference, right? That's, you know, everything else is whatever. And as we shoot to the West, I'll do the same thing I did with the East.
Go ahead.
The 1 seed, Utah. 2nd seed, Phoenix. 3rd seed, the Clippers. 4th seed, Denver. 5th seed, Dallas. 6th seed, Portland. 7th seed, Lakers. 8th seed, Golden State. 9th seed, Grizzlies. 10th seed, San Antonio. Now, like we were discussing before, the 5th seed and the 7th seed separated by 2 games.
All right.
So, like I said before, a good week, you have your own seed. A bad week, you end up playing against Steph.
Yeah, and you don't want to see Steph. It's like Mortal Kombat, bro.
So I'll kick it to you. What are some dream scenarios you have out west?
All right, so out west, first one is Phoenix versus Denver. I like the dynamic of both teams, and I really want to see what Ayton is made of. Can he slow down Jokic? If he can, dope. If he can't, all right, you got some learning lessons to go by for the summer. You know what I'm saying? Going into next season, you know, all right, how to get in your bag too. That's one. I'm really was getting back to what B was saying about Devin Booker. I'm ready to see Devin Booker take the next step too. So is Phoenix youth ready to take the next step along with Chris Paul, or is it gonna be Denver like, nah? Last year we almost had it. We came back from a 3-1. All right, we don't have Jamal Murray, but we still in this shit. So like, I want to see which team's dynamic is gonna come out on victorious.
Do you think that Phoenix's youth is as big a deal as the media makes it seem?
Truthfully, no, because look at Boston, bro. A couple years ago, Boston, Jason Tatum was like 19. He was dunked on Braun.
Do you think that Phoenix has a legitimate chance to get to a finals?
This season, yes. With the Lakers being all beat up, nasty, with everybody just going at war, they are pretty fresh. On top of having youth on their side, they didn't get to play last year that long into like the bubble, so they kind of had some time to just like, all right, we're fresh, not as fresh as like other teams. I mean, excuse me, teams aren't as fresh as them.
Yeah,
because they didn't play in the bubble as much, so they're good. But I feel like youth is not like in this NBA now. Everybody's like under 30, bro. Like seriously. So
who like all right? Like I agree with you. I don't think youth matters as much, and the reason why I don't think youth matters as much for the Phoenix Suns is because of Chris Paul. But who is the X factor for you for a long Suns playoff run?
Jay Crowder. Jay Crowder's
Why?
Defense. Alright, so shout out to Jay on Twitter. He was talking about it. I ain't gonna lie, but between Jay Crowder and Robert Covington, they are like in the dictionary. When you see the 3-and-D guy, you see these two, Jay Crowder and Robert Covington. They lock up on defense. They do what you need. All right, we're gonna do that. Oh, sit in the corner, hit them threes. All right, bet, let's get it. You need me to lock up, man? All right, bet. And it's something about that. Those type of players that in the playoffs, they just get you in your bag a little bit more, like a PJ Tucker too. You know.
I see your Jay Crowder, and I'm gonna raise you on Michael Bridges.
Michael Bridges is nice too, bro. They got a squad.
Michael. The reason why Michael to me is the big X factor is because Jesus, that motherfucker could play defense. You could leave him on an island.
Thanks.
Like you could legit leave him on an island, and he's gonna be okay. And he knocks down big threes. This kid makes the big shots.
Right.
He makes the big motherfuckers, the ones that hurt.
I love it, man.
Every time he makes the ones that hurt.
I love this shit, bro.
He's my big X factor. I want to stem away from just saying make Chris Paul or Booker or DeAndre Ayton, because Michael, he's the player that on the Suns that nobody talks about.
Yeah.
And he's the guy at any given night could give you 25.
Right.
He's gonna give you the big stop, the big steal, the big block. And you could throw him on whoever. This is the guy who's gonna guard LeBron James. He's gonna guard Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. He's gonna guard whoever. He's gonna guard the Aaron Gordons of the world when they face Denver. He's gonna be on Donovan Mitchell a lot.
Facts.
This is the guy who his job is to stop the opposing team's best player. And he's more than capable.
I'm with you on that one, bro.
I love that idea, and I love that matchup that you brought up. I love that matchup. You got another one?
Bro, I got one. I want to see Portland versus the Clippers. You don't want to see them?
Why do you want to see this matchup? That's a good matchup.
Because I truthfully feel that people are gonna sleep on Dame Dollar.
So you
again.
think he could take him out?
I think he could take him out, bro.
He loves seeing Paul George.
That's my point.
He loves seeing Paul George. He loves seeing Paul George this time of year.
And can Paul George even come up from that nightmarish playoff round?
Yeah.
So let's say that you are to see Dame in the playoffs. that's of course the last memory you're gonna have. So how you gonna battle back from that? And Dame is like, yo, I beat this motherfucker in OKC. I know I could do it here.
Yeah.
So of course, once your leader is thinking like that, of course my team gonna follow through. So I'm not really worried about Portland because I already know Dame has not changed at all this entire season. So like
he had a little bit of a rough patch, but the motherfucker was tired. He was tired.
So like that says a lot about even with like Jimmy Butler last season when how he's like his resilience like nope I'm leading these niggas, we getting there, we doing it. I feel like Dame has that same
you know how I feel
spirit.
about Dame. I think that there's nobody in this league with the will to win more. Like, again, yeah, I understand this guy never won a finals, whatever, cool, whatever. But this guy wills his team unlike no other player.
Right.
Again, if, like I say it all the time, if once we enter clutch time, there's nobody I'm scared of more. And the thing, bro, he legit, like, it's good off his hand. Like,
off the screens now?
He said, like, bro, in the clutch, it's like, bro, once he goes into a shooting motion, you're just like, fuck. He's going to make it. And he makes the bullshit. He makes the bullshit, and he makes the tough shots too. I love that matchup. I want to, and I think that LA is a great matchup for him because not that I think that Portland could clean house with them, but man, like imagine him taking out Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Imagine him doing that, I think they have enough. Like I think they might have enough.
He's solidified.
You know what I'm saying? They might have enough because the same problems that LA has, who's their centers? They have DeMarcus Cousins, they have Zubac. Who else? That's it?
That's pretty much
it. That's pretty much it, right?
Like Ibaka maybe.
Oh, Ibaka. But then Portland could throw Nurkic. You know what I'm saying? Nurkic is going to play heavy minutes, but you could throw him there. Amongst the bench.
Don't sleep on Norman Powell, y'all.
Yeah, I understand that people think that maybe that trade ain't work out the way. No, Norman Powell's gonna be. He serves his purpose.
Right.
He serves his purpose. The key is for me is they gotta let Carmelo Anthony play.
Facts.
Because you guys are gonna play in too many close games, and you're gonna need somebody outside of your guards to put the ball in the damn basket, and Melo does it still. He still can do it. You're gonna need a big basket in the fourth quarter, and that motherfucker's gonna give it to you.
Yes, sir.
He needs to play. I follow this Twitter account, and it's called Control the Narrative, and I swear these guys are Melo supporters. And after
not too many,
they're like legit, like they watch Portland games just to watch Carmelo Anthony.
Okay,
the team is cool, but I'm here to watch Carmelo. So they break down a lot of stuff, and so many times throughout the year do I hear them talking about how Terry Stotts just does not play Carmelo enough.
She gets me tight.
And in the closing minutes of games, in tight games, Melo's on the bench, and it's like, bro, you have. Okay, he's not the Melo from Denver or the Melo from New York, but this guy can knock down a clutch basket. You could feed him 15, 18 feet away from the basket, and he's going to know what to do.
Also, niggas don't play D like how they used to, and you damn especially if I'm posting you up. Who, for real, let's be real. In 2021, who is really guarding a post-up? No one, bro. Those guys don't want to do it,
and you could literally throw him with the bench guys and stand in the third. Yeah, you mean to tell me he can't get a bucket over Paul George? He can still get a bucket over Paul George.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like he can still, you know what I'm saying? So Melo's gonna need to play. I like that matchup. I think they could legitimately win that series. That's a good matchup. You got one more,
bro? It's not necessary that I got one more, but I'm thinking of it. So since I just saw Mortal Kombat the other day, I'm thinking as that playing with the Warriors. As going against Sub-Zero. Steph Curry is officially Sub-Zero. This man is ice cold, bro.
Demon.
Who really wants to go against him in the play-in?
I'm gonna keep it a band with you. I don't. It's too close to comfort.
Right. It's too much. That's how I'm seeing that playing little thing that they wanted to add this year. Like, okay, Steph is Sub-Zero, bro. Who's stopping this man? You going against him? Good luck.
I like that.
Lakers, you better run, bro. You better run.
That's gonna be my dream scenario. I want that playing. LA versus the Warriors. I want that playing. I want that playing. I hope I get it. That's it. These guys, LeBron and Steph, have their moment together in NBA history where the league was in both their hands.
Yeah.
And they faced each other a lot. But now, there's no power team here.
Nope.
There's no power team. You know? Yes, LA has Anthony Davis. That's great. Is Braun, Davis, and the other guys. Same thing. It was Steph, Draymond, and the other guys. We might have the game of the year in that play-in.
Facts.
And I think that those two teams can give it to me. I want to see it. You say Steph is Sub-Zero. LeBron has his chance to be Scorpion. And I want to see that. I want to see that for real. Facts. That's probably my biggest dream scenario. Another dream scenario.
Hold on, B.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick commercial break, y'all. I wasn't going to say that. But yo, the debate will be right back.
I still got two more. Oh man. All right. So I already got one dream scenario down. Yeah. Number 2. I'm in the rematch mode. The Utah Jazz versus the Denver Nuggets. Fight back. Utah, fight back. They left the wrong way last year, as I said earlier.
Yeah.
And they need revenge. They're the best team in the Western Conference. Great. Wonderful. You're the best, not even the Western Conference, you're the best team in the league. You're the first seed in the West. You're the best team in the league. You gotta show it.
Right.
You gotta show it. Bogey just went for 48 points last night. They're a well-oiled machine. These guys are synchronized. They do their jobs and they do it well. I really need to see Gobert show me signs that he's at least worth half the money he's making. Defensive player of the year is cool, bro, but I need you to be a force.
Yo, niggas be making come-ups off that defensive player of the year shit, bro.
And it's like, I need Gobert to really shut shit down. I need Utah to want to fight back. There's no Jamal Murray. Advantage Utah.
Bro.
Advantage Utah. But you were up 3-1 when Murray was there.
Facts, bum ass.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all just blew a whole series. Go get it back in blood.
Nah, yeah.
Go get it back in blood. And I think it's going to be important because I need to see Donnie Bravo in some high-leverage playoff games. I need to see him in the second round. I want to see him in the conference final in some high-leverage playoff games.
Donnie Bravo is fire, bro.
I need to see it. Shout out Deshaun, man. Call it how he see it. Donnie fire. Bravo. That's Donnie Bravo. Beautiful. Shout out to him, man. Beautiful. I need to see Donnie Bravo in some high-leverage playoff games. I need to see him in the conference final. This kid is the goods. He's a beast. He's about his business. Yeah. I need to see him in some real second conference final playoff games. You know what I'm saying? I need that.
It's been a while.
And my third scenario. What were my third scenario?
We'll see, Utah. We'll see if they got it in them. I don't think
I really want to see. Only because this has potential to be like the best series in the first round out West.
We are thinking, bro.
Well, I mean, this wouldn't happen in the first round, but it'll be a nice series to watch.
I don't think none of the ones I mentioned were like first round potential.
It would be nice to see the Dallas Mavericks face the Portland Trailblazers. Two offensively talented teams, and they played one game earlier this year with Luke and Dame were just like punching, and Dame clutched it out. And I think that series would be it'll go 7, and we're gonna see a lot of clutch moments. Yeah. If, that's a series I would love to see. Probably won't happen just based off how the seeding is, but that'll be a nice series to watch. I would love to see them play that. I would, yeah. I would love to see that for myself. There's nothing like watching Dame play playoff basketball.
Revenge.
Yo, I want to. Oh, man, yo, I just wish that team was a little bit more talented. Because I want to see that boy in the finals, and it'll be nice to see Damian Lillard play a finals with the Portland Trailblazers.
This might be the year, low key. This might be.
I don't know. I mean, I guess you could say that because the top two seeds are two teams that just never been there before.
Never been there.
And anything is possible, but it's just, man, I just don't see how Portland can really do it with that defense. They just don't play defense. They don't do it. And regardless of how people feel about like teams like Utah, they play defense. Yeah. They can play it. So
play defense.
At least some of it. Just play a little bit of it.
Might get you a chip.
You might play a finals. But it is what it is.
But bro, hold on. Speaking of playing defense, I might be reaching a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But hey, by playing defense, watch how far the Knicks go. Don't be surprised, bro. Just because they play defense, watch. You heard it first on Debatable.
They're gonna be in a lot of games. Come on, bro. The Knicks literally just play defense. I'ma cut it. Honest to you. I mean, so they've been one of the best offensive teams the last month. Boop. When the game slows down, you're really gonna see what the Knicks offense is about. But the advantage the Knicks have amongst other teams is that a lot of teams don't like to play slow. The Knicks are the only team that likes to play slow. They prefer a slower game. They prefer a half-court game over a full-court, fast-paced game. Yeah, that's what they prefer. If you're slowing down the game, you're going to lose to the Knicks. You have to get easy baskets on them. You have to play fast. They want to set their defense. They want to set their offense. Julius Randle's their engine. Randle's a half-court player. It's not a full-court one.
Nah, I don't need
that. You need to get him right in the half-court. They want to slow it down. They want to win the game 100-99. They're not trying to play 125 to 124. They're not trying to do that. We're trying to slow you down. And if we slow you down, you are playing to our hands. For people, if you like defense, watch the Knicks play. If you're a fanatic of basketball and you like defense and you like team defense and you like guys that can go after it, watch the Knicks in the playoffs. Because that's exactly what they're going to do regardless of who they face. And again, those teams out east, like Atlanta, like Boston, you don't want to see those guys.
You don't want no problems.
You don't want to see the Knicks. It doesn't matter how confident you feel that you could beat them. Just know that the series is not going to be easy. It's not going to be. They could even face some of the higher. They could face Philly, Brooklyn, or Milwaukee. They're going to make life hard for them. They might lose the series, but they're going to play so hard, bro. Like, the other team is going to feel it.
Call the Knicks. For all my Mortal Kombat watchers, you could call the Knicks Kung Lao. Because remember, if you saw Mortal Kombat, they was talking about the homeboy. He had the hat, and he could just throw his hat, chop your head off, all that type of thing, right? They're like, you just got a hat, right? So I say that to say for the Knicks, y'all just got defense.
Yeah, I just got defense, right?
All right, watch.
Like I said, bro, earlier, like I'm just proud at the fact that I know that team is not going to be an easy out. I know that team is not going to go to the playoffs and just roll over.
Right.
Even if they get swept, it's going to be the closest swept series you ever going to see. You know,
respect it, bro.
And I'm good with that. And I'm good with
respect that.
Shit, I'll throw in a bonus dream scenario.
Matchup?
And that's not even a matchup, but it's just a dream scenario. Ooh. And that's the Knicks in the conference finals.
Oh, nah, this is the year for all of that. I'm telling you. Don't be surprised.
Knicks in the conference final. Let me see what's going on. If they're the 4th seed right now, they'll face Atlanta. If they beat Atlanta,
they get past.
They're gonna face the winner Who does the winner of 4 and 5 usually see?
1 and 3. No, I'm bugging. I said 1 and 3.
Because
1 and 8.
you at 1 and 8, 2 and 7, 3 and 6, 4 and 5.
Always 1 and 8.
I think 4 and 5 sees 2 and 7.
And then 1 and 4. No. You're right. That's a fact. And then one sees the one from 3 and 6. So either 6,
yes,
or 3.
So I think that's how it is. So they would see the winner of 3 and 6.
Right.
And that's Brooklyn.
Oh shit.
That's Brooklyn. You gotta pray to the Lord.
Yo,
gotta pray to the Lord. Honestly, cause Milwaukee and Brooklyn got the same record. If Milwaukee could drop the 3, we might be on to something.
Facts.
We might be on to something. I said this last episode. We might be on to something if we see Milwaukee.
You heard it first.
Because Tom Thibodeau with a whole series to plan around Giannis Antetokounmpo,
right.
I like the motherfuckers' chances. I like the motherfuckers' chances.
I'm telling you, if you don't know how to use your abilities, you might be in for some trouble with the Knicks, bro.
And the Knicks will build that wall, boy. He will build that wall. We are gonna build it. We are gonna build it.
Right.
Y'all boys better make sure y'all shooting, because that's what we're gonna give you. Shots. Y'all better take the 3-point shot. But that's my that's my little bonus. Yo, if the Knicks make a conference final, this whole city going upside down.
That's a fact.
This whole city going upside down.
I'm going shirtless like JR.
Yeah, with the Henny bottle and all that. The Henny bottle and all that. That's a fact. That's a fact. But nah, you know, that's those are my scenarios. Oh, what was it? What was the other thing you wanted to talk about?
So what's one by the end of the season? What's one thing that you want to see happen? It could be anything. You want to see Dame Lillard go for 75?
I want to see Carmelo Anthony hit a game-winning buzzer beater in the playoffs.
Okay.
That's what I want to see. I want Carmelo Anthony to knock down a buzzer beater in a playoff game.
For me, I would truthfully just want to see one of the most competitive playoffs in a long time because of everything, COVID, all that type of stuff. It's been hard, but in times like this is where you get to show how great you can be and who you are. So I always love to see those dynamics. And this goes for all teams in the play-in. If you're in playoffs, you've clinched the seed. Just be your best self. Let's hoop. Let's get it, man. For real, bro.
I like that. I'm just a fan. I think it's possible. Yeah, man. So I'm like I want these guys to play hard. I want these guys to leave it on the floor. But I picked my scenario because Melo gets the top 10 all time in scoring, and
that was the other night, right?
Yeah, that was not too long. I think it was a couple games ago, and
that's crazy.
It's honestly bittersweet because he's the only top 10 player without a ring or an MVP. He's
shot me 2 times,
and he just doesn't get the love he deserves. And I think that if he could have a big moment in the playoffs, very similar to when Paul Pierce was on the Wizards, and he hit that game-winning shot, he hit a couple of them motherfuckers too. Right. And we were able to appreciate Paul Pierce.
Like, damn, he getting old.
Yeah, like damn, he might be old and he's not the Paul Pierce from Boston, but that motherfucker could still get it done when it matters most. That's what I want for Carmelo. I want Carmelo to have a moment where the entire NBA community just comes together like, nah, we really got to give him his flowers.
Nah, for real.
I feel like, because, it just sucks that the guy, he just doesn't get his flowers regularly. Like, it took him having to get to the top 10 in scoring for people to understand, like, damn, like, yo, bro, like, this guy is really, he's really different. And you see how his career has unfolded.
Right.
And it's like, bro, like, how do you not feel bad for the guy? Like, I look at Carmelo and feel bad for him, bro. Like, because it's like, there's really guys that watch basketball and think that you're not all that. And he's a top 10 scorer all time.
But, bro, like, it's not even that for me. For me with Melo, bro, I feel like Phil Jackson fucked up the most crucial portion of his career. And that's why it looks like that.
Phil, I personally believe it was because of Phil that people looked at him the way that they did.
At Melo?
At Melo, yeah. Because, listen, man. Fuck Phil Jackson.
Nah, that was, bro, he violated.
Fuck Phil Jackson. And I don't care how many rings he got.
Nigga violated,
I don't care. I don't care what his career look. Fuck Phil Jackson. Because that motherfucker thinks that, listen, you could be considered a genius, great. You had Jordan and Pippen, Shaq and Kobe. I want to see you coach a team without that.
Right.
Greg Popovich ain't have that. He had one guy he drafted. He got lucky enough to draft #1 overall, and he took him to 5, and they took each other to 5 rings. Tony Parker was never the best player, never the best point guard, never a top 15 player, never a top 20 player. Neither was Manu Ginobili.
Right.
Feel me? And when he had Kawhi Leonard wasn't a top 15 player.
Not even 20.
When he won Finals MVP, Kawhi wasn't a top 15, top 25 player. Wasn't even top 30, top 35.
Nope, not even
you
close.
Feel me? You know, this guy Greg Popovich has won championships in every single different dynamic that San Antonio's had.
Right.
He had Tim Duncan as a baby. He had Tim Duncan when he was great. He had Tim Duncan fading away, and he was winning championships still. Fuck Phil Jackson. Because Phil Jackson went to New York, still trying to pump a triangle. That shit does not work.
That shit was bad.
It did not work. No other coach that coached it went anywhere.
Anywhere, bro.
They were all terrible ass teams. And then you going to sit there and say, oh, maybe I had to run it. Run it where? Run it where? It's a system. It's a system, bro. You could literally write it on a piece of paper and it just don't fucking work.
It's Princeton offense.
Bro, it don't fucking work unless you have the personnel.
And on top of that, in this day and age, at that time, the NBA was going from inside to out.
Yeah.
So why are you implementing?
And you're sitting there and you're getting Derrick Rose. You trade for Derrick Rose to still run the triangle. Bro, you're not bringing in a point guard that can run it.
Right.
We literally know how you run the triangle. With 2 wings or a wing and a big. Bro, you have a wing. Go get the other piece. Ain't do it. And you saying they're trying to blame Carmelo. Carmelo just trying to do his job.
Amari and Melo are on the same team, but they never truly got to play together.
Yeah, because Amari got hurt. His back gave out on him.
Right.
And that was expected. You know what I'm saying? That was the problem he always had. The knee injury. He had the knee injuries all the time in Phoenix. And then he got to New York, it was the back. And again, it's just, Melo just wasn't dealt a fair shot. No. He wasn't dealt a fair shot. He wasn't given a fair opportunity.
That's life, they love to say.
And but and it is life. But it's like, Melo's gone through so much shit that other superstars don't go through. You know what I'm saying? They don't go through that. Melo's never had a time in his career where these guys, the front office is legitimately trying to build a smart team around him.
Not once. I'm sorry. And don't tell me them bringing AI to Denver, even though that dynamic was one of the dopest dynamics to ever touch the
2 guys
floor.
with braids that could score 25 on any night. It was fantastic to watch, bro. But then they trade AI away and get Chauncey Billups, and all of a sudden, they're going farther. They couldn't do that. Look at Carmelo Anthony. He got Jason Kidd, a 40-year-old Jason Kidd, and they won 54 games. And Melo, to me, was one of the easiest guys to build around, because look at how he came out of Syracuse. Literally, Syracuse gave him a point guard that can shoot and a big man that could defend. And they won a national title. All you had to do was give him a center that can defend and a point guard that can shoot, and they were going to win. That's what they were missing against LA.
Right.
That year in 2009. They were missing a big man that can defend. They had the point guard that could shoot, and Melo was giving Kobe everything he had.
Kenyon Martin is my guy, but Powell
But he wasn't enough.
Right, Powell was
not enough.
That's when Powell was tweaking.
Then you get to New York, and New York, they follow the recipe to a T. They have Tyson Chandler, they bring in Jason Kidd. You have a point guard that can shoot and a big man that can defend. The problem is the point guard that can shoot is 40 years old. He's 40 years old.
Niggas wait till JK 40 talking about, yo, let's make these championship runs. What happened when I was in my prime, bro?
And look at what Melo was able to do with basically the oldest fucking roster in the league. Win 54 games.
Nah, that shit was an old ass roster, bro.
Bro, they had Jason Kidd 40, Rasheed Wallace 38, Kurt Thomas 40, Pablo Prigioni, oldest fucking rookie in history, 37.
Nah, that team was old as dirt. Niggas was
Omari was like 30 something, but he was like 28, but he might as well have been 40.
Nah,
Kenyon Martin was on that team too. That nigga was 39.
That's a fact. He was.
And look at where Carmelo was able to take them. He was able to take them to a second round, 54 wins. Bro, logically, you would want to get him a point guard who is Jason Kidd but younger.
Right.
And you would want to get, and Tyson Chandler could still stay there. He could stay there.
That's okay.
You know what I'm saying? He could stay there. That's fine. But they don't do that. They didn't, like, New York didn't do that. Denver didn't do that. So it's like, and then Melo is over here getting shitted on because of his playoff success. But it's like, damn, the guy spent his first freaking 12 years in the league without missing the playoffs. That's something that only Tim Duncan and the Big Three in San Antonio could relate to.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, I mean, I want Melo to have a big time moment in the playoffs. Because, like, he deserves his flowers, bro. Yeah. I think he's one of the most underappreciated players of all time. Because, like, we sit there and celebrate Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady. We sit there and we love to just give them their fucking flowers all the time.
Hold on.
But we can't do it for Carmelo Anthony.
I want to drop the fucking mic on that shit. Because, bro, Vince Carter, I love you, bro. I love everybody that's ever come before me. But that's a fact. My nigga Carmelo has done a little bit more than these few on the court.
Everybody wants to talk about, T-Mac before the injuries. You know, Kobe ain't won it. Who gives a fuck about that? Who gives a fuck about
for
that?
Real.
Who fucking cares? Who the fuck cares? Like, the guy never won a playoff series.
Not one.
And the time that he got past the first round, he wasn't playing for San Antonio. He was old as dirt. Come on, bro. Nah. And all we do is celebrate T-Mac. To me, T-Mac not a Hall of Famer. What'd he do?
You can't give it to him. You can't, because off the numbers, you can't.
T-Mac's in the Hall of Fame.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Off popular shit.
And he doesn't, he didn't do anything better than Carmelo Anthony.
It's off popular belief.
All because he could jump out of it. Who the fuck cares? We don't even give Derrick Rose those kind of flowers.
It's true, though. It's dead ass true.
We don't even give Derrick Rose them kind of flowers, bro. And Rose actually won an MVP. Rose actually led his team to be the best team in the NBA one year. And we didn't even do that for Derrick Rose. But people talk about T-Mac. Oh, shit. You don't know nothing about. We don't give a fuck about that.
He was better than Kobe at one point.
No, he was not.
Right.
No, he was not.
That's what the people love to say.
Simple. No, he was not. He was LeBron James. No, he was not. To be honest, T-Mac would never hold LeBron's jockstrap.
Nah, you right. Because even Grant Hill, too.
You could say Grant Hill was LeBron before LeBron.
Yeah.
But Grant Hill, he doesn't get those flowers. He was a what-if story. If he never got hurt, that's what T-Mac should be.
Right.
What if he never got hurt?
Right.
He's what Penny Hardaway is.
Brandon Roy.
Derrick Rose. What if, bro?
Brandon Roy was
But every time we talk about T-Mac, it's like he gets those flowers like he's actually done something.
Nah,
he won 2 scoring titles. Great. Phenomenal. I'm happy for you. But that's it. That's all you did. And people talk about T-Mac like he was the greatest thing since sliced bread. Since he was the best, like if he was the best player since Jordan. I'm like, bro, he's not that. Stop it. Stop it.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? Stop it, bro. Like,
give niggas they flowers, bro.
Like Carmelo Anthony does not get those type of flowers. He gets shitted on. Bro, Carmelo Anthony is better than T-Mac. Career-wise and game-wise.
Career-wise, game-wise, he brings more to the table.
Like, I don't care about none of that athleticism shit. I don't give a fuck about that. I care about you. I care about the impact you left.
I can catch and shoot. I can post up.
I could shoot the three. I could shoot the mid range. I could attack the basket with both hands. I could post you up. I could do anything. I could do anything on offense to a T. T-Mac could shoot great. He could jump out of a building phenomenal.
And that's why, like, in the playoffs, it was always not sustainable. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's
like,
all popular shit.
Carmelo Anthony, he does not get those flowers that other players get. Like Vince Carter, we talk about Vince Carter, and Vince Carter rightfully so, because the way his athleticism was different. You know what I'm saying? But push come to shove, Vince Carter was just another guy. He was a star. Did you consider Vince Carter a superstar?
Me personally, no.
In Canada, he was.
Canada, yes.
But that's because Canada ain't have nothing going for them.
Exactly.
You know, but in the end,
Canada,
like if you look at his best years, plenty niggas had better years than that.
Air Canada.
Exactly. He was never better than Kobe at any point. Never had better years than Bronze had. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't have much playoff success either.
Facts. Until he met my boy J Kidd.
Until he met J Kidd. You know, and it's like Carmelo. But we mentioned Carmelo Anthony. Oh, he's a ball hog. Oh, he ain't have no playoff. Like, who the fuck cares? It wasn't his fault. Melo's always left it on the court. When did Melo go to the playoffs and didn't leave it on the court?
Right.
What? No matter if he lost or whatever, he left it on the court, bro. Like, he might have lost to Kobe in 09, but he left that shit on the court though.
Always.
That's one of the best battles you ever see. Him versus Kobe. They were giving it to each other, bro, and they were guarding each other and all that.
I've watched that shit 1,000 times.
It's like, but Melo never get his flowers, bro, and that shit get me tight. You know what I'm saying? It get me tight because we want to give flowers to everybody, to T-Mac and them. Oh, who gives a fuck about them? Who cares? Like, oh, Melo ain't got no ring. Listen, he's better than Paul Pierce.
What's up, Paul Pierce?
He's better than Paul Pierce.
Oh,
feel me? Like, he's better than dudes with rings.
No, who was it that said it? No, was it D Wade that they was saying? Paul Pierce was saying that he better than D Wade or some shit like that.
Like, Paul Pierce not better than no D Wade.
Stop.
He not even better than Carmelo. Listen, like one of the hardest pills to swallow amongst the NBA community is Melo's dead ass a top 5 small forward all time.
Yeah, bro.
He's a top 5 small forward all time. Like if you were to do an all time draft, Melo is not gonna be later than the 5th small forward pick.
That's why we gotta give him his flowers, bro.
Give him his flowers while he here, bro. Cause it's, you know how hard it is to get to the top 10 in scoring. That shit not easy. That shit is not easy. Look at all the great scorers that passed in this league, and Melo's top 10. Gotta give that nigga his flowers, bro. He deserve it. But no, people want to shit on him all the time. Stop shitting on him, bro. He did what he could. He's had a phenomenal career. Yeah. And I hope he gets a playoff moment where people could just come together and be like, nah, bro, like, Carmelo that boy. And when he retired,
I don't think it'll happen. I think it'll be once he's long gone.
Man, I hope they don't wait that long.
They never appreciate it when it's here, bro. Ever.
Man, boy,
I hate that shit.
You know, so before I keep getting any sadder, bro, let's just wrap this shit up.
All right.
Guys, like we keep it going.
Heard
you know, we might as well let it get to 30 at this point.
Yo.
You know, but listen, y'all, that's episode 11. And you know, we just gonna keep the ball rolling for y'all. We hope you enjoyed this episode. If you managed to stick with us to the end, you ain't know the drill. You know, like, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, like we hope you enjoy it, and we hope you enjoy it enough that it makes you want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Whether if it's on your social media platforms, whether if it's to a friend, you know, we do this for y'all. So if you guys are enjoying the product, you know, please let us know. If you guys want us to work on anything, please let us know. We just trying to get better.
Topic too, like, yo, anybody, if y'all see any topics on Instagram, put hashtag DBTL. So like, we check us debatable.
Tag the page. Tag the page. Tag us.
We check it all out.
Yeah, we check it out. We want to give you guys the best product. We want you guys to feel involved. We want you guys to feel like, you know, that energy. We want it to be radiated to y'all. So like I said, guys, like, you know, if you like what you see, if you stuck to the end, you know, like, comment, subscribe, share it. And we'll be back. We'll be back. That's debatable.